What up? Look.
What was like the most memorable interview or encounter with an artist, whether it made you nervous before talking to them or during the interview, it got kind of like memorable?
Or it got
like,
crazy?
I wouldn't say necessarily crazy, but it just stamped you. Like, if everything is said and done, you tell your kids, like, man, I remember when he walked in the door, and you just tell them.
There's been a lot.
Yeah? Give me top three.
I mean, one of the craziest ones was when me and Miss Jones had Superhead on the radio.
Ooh.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's during the book?
Yeah, when she went for the book promo, the first book. And we had her on for like 2 hours.
Was that when Meth called in?
Meth called in, spazzing out. She ran, was scared, crying, the whole thing. So that was crazy. And then it came back around, and then her mother came up. Like, it was a whole saga of, like, Superhead.
She came up here?
Yeah, we had her mom and her on the radio. Superhead's mom. Superhead's mom is a thought, too. 50 Cent was playing in the studio, and her mom was dancing. It was crazy. But they not, it doesn't mean they're not nice people.
Yeah, they're not, yeah.
You got to see where it came from, like.
The apple fell right next to the tree.
And mom was nice. Mom looked good, too. Mom looked good. Playing, you know.
Shout out to Superhead's mom.
I mean, so that was memorable. And that was what, 04,
Yeah, that's
05.
been a while. She's coming out another book, no?
I don't know. I don't keep track of this.
Yes.
Other memorable interviews. I think, more recently, a lot of people remember the Riff Raff thing, which I didn't expect to get that crazy. Honestly, I was trying to learn about that.
This was not my question. Now, I kind of, I'm African, born African.
Okay. What country?
Ghana.
Africa's a big place.
Ghana,
beautiful
yeah,
place. I've never been, but I know some good name folks. You have a great university there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this culture almost means as much to me as it means to you. So when I first saw Riff Raff,
they got a lot of hip hop fans in Ghana.
A lot. Like they sell out shows every time they come down here. Like I'm talking about stadiums.
Yeah.
What is the deal if you keep short, just real short, with Riff Raff? Do you feel like that is a stunt?
I don't. That's what
artists.
I don't know.
You honestly don't know.
I didn't.
Like,
that's
right
what
now,
the interview. That's what the interview was about.
Because you never got an answer.
But that's why I was like, I can't fuck with this dude. Like I honestly, because for me, like you said, like I love hip hop, right? And one of the things for me, growing up in hip hop was, look, there's always been gimmick rap.
Right.
That's not a new concept. Like there's always been that gimmicks in music in general.
Right.
Whether in all types of genres. So that's not a big deal. But now you have a guy with, braids and tats, and he's got BET and MTV tatted on. Like, you know what I mean? And, mind you, he makes songs with Andy Milonakis. And the other kid, what's the other kid? Dirt Nasty. Those dudes are funny dudes, and they're good at rapping. Like, it's not that they're bad rappers, but they do comedic shit.
Right.
They're comedians. So now you're doing songs with those dudes. I'm trying to figure out, are you spoofing
the songs, or are you really
No. Are you spoofing black ghetto culture with the braids and the fronts and all of that?
Right.
Because you rocking with these dudes. Which I just wanted to know if you was trying to be funny. Because I didn't think it was funny. Or is this really who you are? And, he couldn't really give me an answer. So at which point I was like, Then everybody got mad because I wasn't okay with. Now, granted, Diplo and Mad Decent, the people who make the music, they make great music. And I've heard some of his songs. And if you really try to follow along, he says some clever shit. Sometimes I don't really get it all. And sometimes it's over my head. And that's fine. But he's got fans and he pays his bills. And now he's running with Katy Perry. So, listen, that's, good for them. I was trying to learn.
Right, get to know him a little bit.
And really try to understand, like, is this, because in hip-hop, you got some cats is real and some cats is fake. Not just Riff Raff.
Yeah.
Some people is just entertainers. Some people really come from a lifestyle and the stories that they telling is real. So I was trying to learn, and people felt like I guess I shouldn't be doing that. And then, really, honestly, then the freestyle that he did during the interview was not good. So
that's an understatement.
Yeah, so then that just made it a whole other thing. So. But, and that was a memorable interview. It wasn't really like, at the time, I didn't know what it was. Honestly, I was just trying to learn because I knew he was a big deal. And that movie had come out. There was a movie that was kind of like he was
just
saying.
he was dressed just like the character in the movie. I
Yeah,
forgot what movie it was.
I forgot. Spring Breakers.
Something it was.
Yeah, Spring Breakers. So anyway.
Yeah.
If you out here and you got a fan base and you making noise and you doing shows and you moving around and you matter, we paying attention.
Who you paying attention to right now?
Whew. I'm really focused on. Let me try to see. I mean, I just got up on this McConan kid out of Atlanta.
What do you think about him? What, is he a rapper or is he a singer?
I just got put on it. I don't know.
I like that. Was it Tuesday? What's it called?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I just got put on it.
Yeah.
These kids out of the Bronx called BIC. I've been watching for a while. This kid Black Dave. He's just local cats around here that got putting on some great shows. These kids out of Brooklyn Stick Up. I really like this kid Dance.
All coming up.
Like? Yeah. I got put on this kid Chill Moody out of Philly. It's pretty dope. Trying to think who else. I really like I like Lil Bibby and Lil Herb. Honestly, I like the kid Rowdy Rebel that runs with Bobby Shmurda. I like Bobby Shmurda and them. They got a kid that runs with them. I forget the kid's name. They played for me that I'm paying attention to.
I like the energy.
Look, they having a good time, man.
Yeah.
And they really from a place where people don't have a lot of good times.
On that side of town.
So to see young people having a good time with music, I like that energy. Trying to think what else. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of young kids is look, I like the whole little OVO thing, the Party Next Door, Majid Jordan, that whole thing. It looks promising.
They recruiting heavy. I think they just.
I like the show. What's the show? Sisterhood of Hip Hop.
Which one is that?
The one on Oxygen.
Oh, with
the girls. With
Naima,
Naima Supreme. I like Naima Supreme.
Naima
she got a good look. She got her rhymes and her voice sound good. I want to hear more music. I like this girl out of Brooklyn, Nitty Scott. Who else?
You mentioned a lot, no?
Yeah.
You mentioned quite a few people.
I'm trying to pay attention to a lot of things.
Yeah, that's good because I haven't heard 90% of the people you just mentioned. Yeah. So that's definitely good.
So yeah, and there's a good scene out here, man. There's these heavy metal kids that's like 13 years old. I've been watching for a couple years out of Brooklyn called Unlocking the Truth.
The metal?
They play the black kids from the hood. They play straight heavy metal.
Can't wait.
Rock. Straight rock.
And they're good.
Tight.
They're good.
Tight. They started always playing on the street around the city and they got popular.
Yeah.
There's this other band out of the subways. It's a kid on the drums and two white kids playing horns called Too Many Zoos. And they play in like subway train stations and then they do like little shows.
Too Many Zoos.
Too Many Zoos. And then it's like some straight break beat, like I don't even know what to call it, but
it's dope.
Yeah, it's dope music.
A lot of people know a lot of artists' careers are built on legacy. So are yours. Like radio personalities, whatever. When it's all said and done, right? Mm-hmm. You somewhere on your beach chair, your daughter's grown. What is the legacy you would like to have left? For yourself, for Hot 97? Just period.
I think for me, I just want to be somebody that gave a fuck about hip-hop and was critical to a fault to make sure that the music was as great as it could be.
Right.
I think outside of that is, on a daily basis, I was somebody that was honest and I could have fun. I think for Hot 97, I think at the end of the day, the legacy of Hot 97 is the amount of superstars that were created by getting their record played first on this radio station. Mm-hmm. I think also the millionaires, almost billionaires that were created because their music got played on Hot 97. And I think also Hot 97 served the local tri-state. When you think about the artists that, came out of this area and were able to have some success, from whether it be the Dipset or 50 or Nicki Minaj or Hove or Big or Diddy or and the more to come.